Yes. History has begun to take its course in our kingdom here. I have told you, I have said it time without number, that the issue of Google things officially started in the year 2019 when our Amiable Kabiyesi Ogwaluwaye Odiwo Okunarabaribi got to the throne of his forefathers. Come and see another multidimensional phenomenon at the largest palace in Africa, according to Google and the Winnipeg. I told you, this is UjaGbama nomenclature, the Owo traditionalistically oriented wrestling competition that is going to come up next week. They brought all this one right away from England. They said they never wanted to use any AI-generated phenomenon here in the palace. I told you all this thing has officially started under the hegemony and leadership of that heavily loaded chartered accountant from faraway England in the United Kingdom. That is High Chief Oyegbata. That is the only compounded egalitarianist who flew in all the way from England purposely because of the Igogo festival in Owo Kingdom. Come and see the ring, wrestling ring. Yes, wrestling ring. So that nobody will be conspicuously wounded. They are not going to be using grasses again. They are now here. I told you, Igogo festival officially started almost about 1,000 years ago under the hegemonial leadership of that heavily loaded Olowo. You will see those who are trying to erect it. We have to give courtesy to that heavily loaded nomenclature. That is the hegemonial phenomenon. A chartered accountant who resides in faraway England in the United Kingdom. He flew in all the way from the United Kingdom purposely because of this Igogo festival that I told you is going to break the whole internet. We try to continue to thank all our born indigenous citizens who are based in the diaspora, who has virtually exhibited a bilateral combination of good character. You will see the gentility of a lion who is never a coward, the only man who succeeded in developing a war in an aggressive phenomenon. I told you the wife is a medical doctor by profession. The wife alone happens to be the only hegemonial phenomenon who uses her mental flow to say, okay, let me establish what we call the Owo Beacon. The Owo Beacon are all the non-indigenous Owo born ladies who are meticulously married to all our born compounded egalitarianists in our kingdom here. All of them are based in the diaspora. Now that I chief Dapo Oyegbata deliberately, out of his own decision, decided that everything should continue to be digitalized. Come and see, they imported everybody. They imported all the architectural designers. They all came from England. They said they needed to be fixing it. That is the wrestling ring. They will be doing it meticulously. So it's going to be permanented here. They are no longer, it's not a rented something. It has been conspicuously brought down to be here permanently. Courtesy. I Chief Dapo Oyegbata, a compounded egalitarianist. I told you, he possesses exemplary character. His exemplarity has responsibly arrested my sense of rationalism to continue to rationalize him among the intellectuals. Yes, whenever you see people like this, you will discover that when element A and B is combined together to form more than one element, it is only the science student that will understand what we are talking about. He uses his mental flaw that can reasonably be compared with that of Fidel Castro of Cuba, that he needed to come and develop our aggressively, purposely because of our Amiable Kabiyesi, the Ogwaluwaye, Odigo, Okunarabaribi, the audacity of hope in our kingdom. The only Kabiyesi who said Owo must develop. So we are live at the Palatial Palace. Come and see the young, the old. Everybody are meticulously happy. Come and see how happiness has conspicuously taken over everywhere in the palace. Come and see the gentility of a lion who is never a coward. This is the UjaGbama ring. The Tubúbọ, Otigbewa is going to be permanented here. All what we are doing here is courtesy. I Chief Dapo Oyegbata of Owo Kingdom, the only compounded egalitarianist, the only man who possesses exemplary character, whose exemplarity can neither be juxtaposed nor aberrated with any intellectualistic shenanigan. In Owo Kingdom here, come and see the smiling face. I told you, he's a compounded multi-billionaire. He told me yesterday during the Ayoyo festival in Owo Kingdom here, he said all my accounts will be bombarded. I'm telling you, my account has been conspicuously bombarded since yesterday. Yes, there are multi-dimensional shifts in our kingdom, but this one is conspicuously, if not distinguishingly different. Yes, distinguishingly different. You will see, you may be looking at him as a microscopic organism. No. The brain, I told you, the brain is working like that of the castle. Yes, it is not a flowing agbada. A flowing agbada chief is what he can give to the society. Yes, I told you, he has assisted 99.9% of all our born indigenous citizens. He has taken them from the mud to where they belong today. A typical example is myself. He was in the United Kingdom. When he called me one morning, he said, send your account details. I sent my account details before you know what is happening. I collapsed on my bed. That is Chief Oyegbata, who hegemonially, deliberately, out of his own decisive decision, said everything should continue to be moving on executively fine. At the largest palace in our kingdom here, you will see the way they are meticulously doing it. They imported every engineer down from England down to our kingdom here to be changing the old. Do you know what officially burst everybody's brain? They said, oh, yeah, but I go to the palace today. He said everybody should be eating. They said he fed more than 5,000 people at the largest palace, just like Jesus Christ. The first person to feed 5,000 people in the whole world is Jesus Christ. That is what Oyegbata did here this morning. Let us have a perusal of the largest palace. I have told you, come and see how happiness has conspicuously taken over everywhere in the palace. Yes, another compounded nomenclature. Eleduma, from the Eleduma dynasty family, I told you they needed to be showcasing all the hegemonial personalities in our kingdom. That is Eleduma from the Eleduma Joseph from the Eleduma dynasty in our kingdom. Ijebu, our kingdom, they are all here. So you will see the meticulosity of how they are decorating the whole place where the UjaGbama is going to take place. That is next week. The whole next week, everything will continue to be dramatically changing the whole system in our kingdom here. That is how we are telling you, and I've said it time without number, that Google things will never depart from our kingdom. This is the first of its kind that is conspicuously juxtaposable anywhere in the history of the whole world. It's a world-class tournament wrestling ring. You will see then come and see how they have started decorating the whole something like a decorated sepulchre here. No, everybody knew it is conspicuously known to everybody that this is purely new. It's going to be permanented here. They have started doing it purposely because of His Imperial Majesty. Oba Dr. Jídé Ogunwoye III. Come and see how everything has automatically started changing in our kingdom. Purposely because of all the compounded egalitarianism in the US. All of you that are in the diaspora, I will have to drop my heart for every one of you. Purposely because all of you have virtually done something executively well in our kingdom here. And yes, they have started decorating it. You will see how they are going to, how they have started doing the whole something. Larry, Aruna, thank you for joining us here. That compounded senior data scientist, thank you for joining us. We are live at the Palace Palace, where heaven has vehemently decided to come down today, Saturday. the 13th day of September, during the Go Festival 2025, which I told you is going to break the whole internet. And the whole internet has been conspicuously broken. This is the first of its kind. In our kingdom, UjaGbama has been conspicuously modernized. Purely modernized. UjaGbama out to set here. This is the first of its kind. Courtesy. That heavily loaded High Chief Dakpo Oyegbata of our kingdom. You will see him. The meticulosity alone is super synthetic. Government of the phone office umbrella. Yes. Vicky T, thank you for joining us from far away United Kingdom over there. Or Bajulu Aikins Gold, Kemoniale, you are going to be blessed. Yes, I like it. You said we are coming home next week. Everything will dramatically started changing. UjaGbama is going to bust everybody's brain. Come next week. UjaGbama, the courtesy is conspicuous. This one is conspicuously donated by that heavily loaded High Chief Dakpo Oyegbata. And Erelu Aduola Oyegbata, Erelu Doctor Aduola Oyegbata. The two of them are interwovenly connected with what we call absolute progressivism in our kingdom here. Daniel Ayodeji Olupono, thank you for joining us here from far away Norway. That is the Rato Olowo. They have changed the whole dynamics in our kingdom. Our kingdom has begun to be galloping in a systematized phenomenon. Everything has started dramatically started changing. They started from the microscopic level. We are moving to the macroscopic level now in our kingdom. Purposely because of Opa Dr. Jídé Ogoye III, the only KBC who deliberately decided to bring what we call absolute good things down to our kingdom since the year 2019. Owo has begun to be galloping in a systematized phenomenon. Courtesy. High Chief Dakpo Oyegbata and Erelu Doctor Aduola Oyegbata. The two of them are based in England. The wife is a conspicuous trained medical doctor. A British trained medical doctor. Memory. You will see the whole something. More precious. I told you Owo has begun to be galloping purposely because of the 2025 Igogo Festival that can neither be juxtaposed nor aberrated with any unintellectualistic shenanigans. We are in Owo Kingdom. There are no cataclysm. There are no topsy-turvy. There are no ugly political shenanigans. Nothing like absolute higgledy-piggledy in our kingdom. There is peace and absolute tranquility. Come and see the brains. They are using their mental flaw to create what we call aberrational phenomenon over there. Yes, you will see the head. When you are talking of a heavily loaded KBC who has recently been promoted to be the chairman of the Council of Obas in Ondo State, I told you our KBC is Imperial Majesty Oba Dr. Jídé Ogoye III is the current chancellor. Yes, chancellor of a whole community of the Federal University of Science and Technology in faraway Babura, Jigawa State. And today, he has been conspicuously nominated as the chairman of the Council of Obas. I told you that is the Oyegbata we are talking about. The only man who can neither be juxtaposed nor aberrated with any unintellectualistic shenanigans in our kingdom. He's easygoing, meticulosity, okay. Everything about him is just too meticulous. He's easygoing, mentally giant, widely traveled, well versed, and academically vivacious. Yes, Oyegbata one. Let me condemn my camera here for 3 hours, purposely because of him. Larry Aruna, thank you for joining us from far away Seattle over there. Olowo Olawale Olamide, thank you for joining us. Olagundoye Babatunde, you are watching us from Missouri. Thank you. God bless you. Tony Aliyu, Gemoni Ale, you are going to be blessed. Usman Kende Makun, thank you for joining us. We are live at the Palacia Palace, where they are having a decorated sepulchre of the UjaGbama wrestling ring. They brought everything, they flew everything in from England. And you can fix it. UjaGbama during the Gogo Festival is taking place on the 16th to 22. Yes, UjaGbama 16th to 22. And everybody win. In fact, the price is heartbreaking. I told you, everybody, you have to join us at the largest palace here, where everything will continue to be shaking the whole world. They'll be fixing it. UjaGbama coming up. Let me quickly tell you the UjaGbama. You will see they have started the wrestling ring. So I think there's a lady in Lagos who said, UjaGbama. He said, come lati kotipe lati swada un boja. Ibo keba wa lati enyogbe wa boja. Yes, I told you, Jídé said I should support that in a gradual phenomenon. He said all my account is going to be bombarded today. Yes, the rain is about to fall, but I told you during this celebration or festival day, yes, courtesy, all the high-powered KBSs of the past will continue. The rain will be falling, it will not touch your body. Yeah! When you see them, you know them. Everything has begun to change. Yes, this is another methodological phenomenon. Very, very methodological. He said I should come and take everything, the numbers are equal. You will see how happiness has taken over everywhere at the largest palace in Owo Kingdom here. They are waiting for the UjaGbama to start. So this is UjaGbama. This year's UjaGbama is going to be a different UjaGbama. You needed to come. Everything that is going to be showcased here that day is going to be relayed live, courtesy the Oceanic News. Jídé, Tubúbọ, MediaTV. At Arigiri Junction here, we will be here live. Everything will be relayed live from beginning to the end. Oche Palace at the largest palace. They are meant to go. Donated by that heavily loaded Chief Dapo. Jídé, together with the wife. Erelu Dr. Adola Adedbigbe Jídé. The two of them are interwovenly connected with what we call absolute progressivism in Owo Kingdom. We thank everybody and we expect every individual to come into Aruna. Thank you for joining us here. UjaGbama see another level in Owo Kingdom. UjaGbama gone to another level in Owo Kingdom. We need to thank the official sponsor of this particular program. That is that heavily loaded Larry Aruna. A compounded egalitarianist from far away Seattle in the US. Olarewaju Alaji Olarewaju Aruna-Obanigba. That is the official sponsor of the Oceanic News in Owo Kingdom here. That should be next week. I mean, UjaGbama next week. Join everything will shock you. We thank every individual that has virtually decided to join us here. At Debise Boluwa Bridget. God will elevate you. Ayatoni Kalala, Ogo Abuyo, Vicky T, thank you. You say you cannot longer wait again. That is Bajilu Akigo, thank you for joining us. Daniel Ayodeji, Olupono, that heavily loaded the Rato Olowo, a very powerful chief in our kingdom. I want to be Olufemi Michael. Try and join us here on that very day. UjaGbama starts on the 16th to 22. Yes. Next week, the whole something will begin to change. So you will see we are the largest palace. They brought all those who are fixing it, they brought them all the way from England in the US. They have started doing it under the hegemonial leadership of that paramount ruler of Oba Dr. Ajibade Badageshi Oku Editor. The only KBC who possess exemplary character, whose exemplarity can neither be juxtaposed nor aberrated with any unintellectualistic shenanigans here. You will see the UjaGbama. That is the caricature of those who are fighting the UjaGbama. Where is Oma Baba? Oma Baba. Oh, Bregede is there. You will see him there. Is the referee. Ujana Kojones. Ujana Kowo. Lati boy. I don't know. The two of them are interpolatingly connected with your position. Thank you. We enjoy all of you. God will elevate every one of us.